In the event of a water damage emergency, call PuroClean of Cenla.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Fun fact, I always love this lady's comments in there, Sharon Miculin Linneman. That's my mom. Her maiden name's Miculin, married to Miculus. That's crazy. I thought that was normal when I was a kid. I thought everybody just had to find someone with like a matching last name. So that's another bit of the puzzle of who I am. 50 degrees out there right now, 48 for the dew point in Toledo Bend. So it's cooler. They have a cold front that has come through there. That cold front is going to kind of hang up over the next 6 to 12 hours, and we're going to see a lot of rain run along that. So looks a little foggy and nasty there. 63 over 61 here, so a different air mass in place. And where we get that little change going on, that's where we are going to see lots and lots of rainfall. So here's the big picture on that radar. We have those showers and storms out there. You can see some snow up to the north, lake effect snow, very heavy lake effect snow up into New York, and then some winter storm warnings out into California and advisories into Arizona as well. But I wanted to take you in closer. Let's go ahead, get the analysis mode up and see what's going on. I'll add the lightning here and we'll put this in motion over the last hour. So this is what we have here. We had some thunder going on here. That woke me up from my Sunday nap. Wasn't thrilled with that, but it's all right. And then we have just a few lightning strikes still going on here. Not a ton of instability, not much at all. So I think we're going to hear a little bit of thunder. We're going to see some heavy rainfall out of this, and we're going to see more of that rain kind of surge back to our west, and it's going to continue, I think, through the evening. I'll show you that on the HRRR model that I love so much here in just a second. Now, it's not always right, but who is? All right, so this is, whoops, I hit the wrong thing. We don't want to go into creation. We want to go show prep, so it takes a second for it to think on this, and then we'll get there. Come on, there you go. All right, we'll go into current temps there. I like to go in and play with the radar. I think we can see the front though, 48 in Natchitoches, 62 Alexandria. That front, again, hanging up from basically Faraday to Alexandria to Leesville. And to the south, it's warm and humid. 70 in Houma, the snow capital of Louisiana. I'm kidding, it's not. That was Grand Coteau. Much warmer down south than yesterday, cooler to the north. So a front setting up, we get those thunderstorms to run along the front. Mainly rain, hardly any thunderstorms out there, but you get the idea. And another way to show you the front is on the wind speed. Southerlies coming in, hitting that front that's just not moving much. You see, that's why we get the rain to continue here. It's just going to hang up. And then that front starts to move on through by tomorrow morning. So I've really taken rain chances down for tomorrow and to Tuesday. And I really think Wednesday looks pretty dry as well. So yes, it is great Sunday weather. That is the spirit. That's what we're looking for. Rain showers and a few thunderstorms in the 60s at 4 p.m. We're going to cool into the 50s. Temperatures are going to be kind of a wild ride, though. If you're watching me from Winfield or Natchitoches, you're already way below this. This is for like my house in Alexandria in this case, because it's a lot warmer south, a lot cooler to the north. And right along that front, we're going to see a pretty significant change. So that's temperatures. Here's Futurecast. This is the shorter range stuff. So the HRRR model showing some scattered thunderstorms. Actually, we'll go ahead and call these widespread. Look what happens, though, between 8 and like 1 a.m. They don't move much. So I don't think we're going to see flooding problems here, but an inch, maybe 2 inches of rain, maybe some isolated 3-inch totals possible. And then as that front gets kicked onto the east, everything progresses and moves away and we dry out. And I think we stay that way for a couple of days. I was talking more about like rain returning in scattered fashion on Wednesday, kind of pulling back off that. I think that may hold just to our north, and we're going to see one big heavy shot of rain and storms on Friday or Saturday, Friday into Saturday. I do not think it's going to be a severe threat, and I'll explain that to you as well. So Futurecast on the GFS shows the rain getting out of here, and then we're just waiting on that next system, and you can see that we get some scattered stuff that could move in Wednesday, maybe Thursday. I think most of it hangs to the north. Then that big band of storms comes through. And I know that looks kind of scary, and it's all the crazy yellows and reds and whatever, but you got to remember, we just had snow that went down to Grand Isle. We had snow at Holly Beach. We had a lot of really cold air that went over these shallower shelf waters, so those temperatures are down in the 40s and 50s. So when you get a deep southerly flow that comes over that, now it's still way into the 70s down here, but that's going to cause some air mass modification. That's going to cool us off. That's going to cool that air enough to where I think we take the instability out of it. Models are showing this well. So if it were typical and we had warmer Gulf waters, I would think this system was going to do some damage. In this case, with the colder water out there, I think we're going to look a little bit better. It's a dynamic system. It's going to have a lot of energy with it. We're going to hear thunder. We're going to see some heavy rainfall, possibly some flooding rain, but with the more progressive, faster nature of this, maybe it won't be quite as bad as what I was thinking yesterday. So still, 2 to 4 inches of rain widespread through Saturday. I think there will be isolated higher totals because it's hard to explain, but basically these models, it's not that hard to explain. It starts at 6 p.m. tonight. So 6 p.m. tonight through 6 p.m. next Saturday. That's how this runs here. So we're going to be grabbing in all that rain. You can see those totals have come down a bit. We've already seen some of the rain fall into this though. So that's why they're a little bit lower. Plus with the faster system, I do think things are going to be a little bit better than I was thinking. So maybe not 4 to 8 total, maybe more like 3 to 6. Rain chances very low Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday, they creep back in. We could bring these down perhaps. Tom's going to update that 7-day in the next couple hours. Thunderstorms likely on Friday. That's your best chance for rain. Then a warm and fairly tranquil Saturday. Maybe a couple of showers lingering, but I think we're going to get a little break and then we're going to have more rain come through later than that. So that's what I'm looking at right now. The long range stuff, cold to the north, warm to the south. You know how this works. In that battle of the air masses there, that's where we get low pressures to ride. Snow to the north, way to the north. And then I think severe weather potential down south could become a thing as we get into the late part of the first week, second week of February. That's what I'm kind of watching right now. And of course, with that said, precip above normal. But for today, we'll take one more look at radar because we can. Let's go back over. There's the rain over the last hour. Little bit of lightning. Saw one of you said you heard the thunder in Allah. That makes sense. Heavy rain in bursts going through areas of Concordia, Tensas, Catahoula, Gina Parish, LaSalle Parish, and then here into Rapides as well. Looks like a pretty stout little thunderstorm moving into southern Rapides Parish out of Vernon. That one could have had some hail with it, actually. I could see some small hail out of these storms, but nothing severe, so don't worry about that. And you can already see more showers trying to develop on that western end, and I think we're just going to see that continue into the evening, so it's going to be pretty wet. Let's take a look at the last 3 hours, see if anyone's had too much rain. No, that's not bad. I mean, we can handle that. Let's see. 1.2, 1.1, 1.6 over here, about a quarter of an inch. So 3 hour totals, half an inch to an inch and a half. That is pretty up there, but I don't see any big flooding threat. There is that marginal risk for some excessive rainfall today, but the severe threat pretty much non-existent here, apart from maybe some small hail, which isn't severe at all until it hits 1 inch in diameter. How about that? All right, I'm out of here until the morning. I will see you back here probably after this rain clears out, and then we'll be focusing on that end of the week system. All right, I'll see you later. A+ to the snow. Yeah, the snow, it was pretty. It was too much down south. Looked great here, and now it's helping to kind of crush that severe weather. Gotta love it. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow.